It is day 82 of 365 days of my raw suspending disbelief journey. It is July 13th, 2024. This is my second time recording this, or I thought I was the first time. And it turned out that my connection cut out and I wasn't. So hopefully I will still get all of the good little pieces in there and not summarize so much that it's boring. Um, so today, my younger two were gone with their dad. The oldest mostly spent time at her boyfriend's house so that I just had the place to myself, although she did help me in the morning. Although she did help me in the morning to move my furniture around in my bedroom. So I actually spent a good chunk of time in the morning. I got up early-ish, um, spent a bunch of time meditating and um, getting really nice and connected and grounded and all of the things. And then just followed my nudges all day. And it's what I aim to do most days, and I don't always do it. But I know that when I do, that I really truly am exactly where I'm supposed to be, that I'm, um, following what is most divinely aligned for me and all of that. So um, I did all of that, and then I just got this urge to really go hard on my house. I cleared out you could call it a junk drawer, although it's really not a junk drawer. It's just sort of the everything that doesn't have another home drawer. Um, and like it's not full of things like receipts and pens and all of that kind of stuff. It's just a lot of like cords and batteries and things like that. So I went through that and I got rid of a bunch of stuff and cleaned it up and was able to actually add to it from some of the counter space to make the kitchen feel less cluttered. And then I went hard on my bedroom. And again, my daughter helped me in the morning to do that, to actually move the furniture around. And I was just cleaning every inch, right? Like um, especially with having been sick for such a stretch lately and everything, it just really feels good to refresh after that. So I cleaned baseboards and walls and the ceiling fan and just everything. And I really, um, it felt like a really amazing refresh of the energy in my space. And I put actually a shelf that has been out in the living room into my closet, um, that has all of my, you could call it all of my woo stuff in it, all of my like altar decor and my moon water and all of the things like this, all my candles and everything. And I used the top of it to hold my main altar, which is usually out on a dresser, taking up space, looking a little bit cluttery. And I love that it is now in my closet where I can close it away, but it also looks really pretty actually the way that I set it up. I used a tablecloth that I got from my Nana after she passed away. Um, and it looks pretty, right? It looks nice and tidy and everything feels refreshed and the energy in there feels amazing. And um, I spent a really big chunk of the day working on this stuff and then I did some sewing projects. I sat and sewed, did some like clothing hole repairs from the kids that have been sitting around for a long time. Uh, and watched some shows while I did that and just I felt super productive even though it wasn't business. Everything felt really good, felt really aligned, felt like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I don't know why it was not meant to be a day of working. Um, but I guess it wasn't. And I did hit a point. a little bit later in the day where I was like, hey, I haven't been online at all. I have not turned on my computer. I haven't done any of these things. And I tried to turn on my computer and it wouldn't turn on. It literally would not turn on. And I was like, seriously? After I followed the nudges and haven't gone online all day, now it won't even let me go online. And I was kind of frustrated by that. And and um, I went on my phone instead and opened up Facebook. And the first thing that I saw was a post in my Heartbeats group. One of the ladies just talking about how she's behind on listening to these episodes of the Suspending Disbelief podcast, but that she is blown away kind of every time by how when she does listen, she gets exactly what she needs at that time from it. And it felt so amazing to know that, just sharing my story, just telling you guys like it is raw, right, as my life happens, and talking about the mindset that goes with it and talking about all of that stuff, that it's helping, right? That's all I ever want. I just want to be helping. And so that felt amazing to read that. And it also, because it's 4:44 on my clock right now, um, because I had opened Facebook and saw that first, it was like a confirmation that I didn't need to be online that day to be making the impact that I'm here to make, to be helping people to support their mindset, their, all of it so that they can also maintain their suspension of disbelief and just all of it. And I just was like, okay, okay. And so I stepped right back off Facebook. I didn't check any of the notifications, didn't go down the rabbit hole, right? Didn't start swiping. And I just sort of for the rest of the evening was like, okay, you know what? I was crazy productive today. I got a lot done. I'm sore. I'm tired. I'm just going to go and lie down and watch a couple more episodes and that'll be that. And that felt really amazing. And it felt very supported by spirit just from having opened Facebook to see that one single post saying how this was impacting someone else's life. So continuing on, suspending disbelief and trusting that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And that just felt like so much proof of it. So that's my share for today. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hades, go lay down. What's wrong with you?